Hi there, welcome. My name is Aris. Welcome. Hope that you're doing wonderful. If you're new here, welcome. And if you've already been here, welcome back. It's so good to have you. My name is Aris and I've been a vegetarian for a very long time and a vegan for more than a decade. And I am also a vegan chef where I cater for companies. And the nice thing is, and what I really noticed in the last few years, is that the whole vegan is getting more and more attention. And I think one of the most important things is not to forget how good and healthy it actually is. I mean, eating vegetables and everything that you eat being delicious. I mean, it's really amazing. I'm so grateful for that. So that's why the other day, I saw a documentary about the blue zone on Earth. It's very interesting because what you notice, the whole pattern of the blue zone is that a lot of people, the majority of their diet is always like vegetables, fruits, and also legumes. But one of those blue zones is also the island of the south, I think, of Japan. It's called Okinawa, and a lot of people there are getting like very, very old, but not old like sick with all the Western new diseases, no, but they are getting like healthy old. And one of the dishes that they ate there a lot is still sweet potato. And I found it very interesting because, you know, we always hear certain times, okay, the sweet potato is good for you and then it's bad for you, it's sugar. But one thing what I'm sure of, and when you also see this extended studies, is that eating fruits and vegetables can never be bad for you unless you're allergic. So today I want to give this bad boys, just kidding. So today I want to make them our main characters. So we are going to make two totally different dishes. The first dish is a whole meal. It's roasted sweet potatoes with cooked quinoa and a tahini, ginger and garlic dressing. And it's really, really good because we are going to roast the sweet potato with paprika powder. The second dish is going to be fritters. It's cooked sweet potato and also carrot. And one of the nice things of sweet potatoes is actually really good for your vision. So we are going to like give that a boost with incorporating also the carrots in it. The first dish, it contains different compartments. So we have the sauce, we have the potatoes, and we have the quinoa. And then we are going to make them each separate and then we will combine them. So the first dish, what I'm going to do, I washed my sweet potatoes. I'm just going to cut them, toast them in a bowl. How to get the best sweet potatoes from the oven is this secret ingredient. If you just squeeze a half a lemon and you put the lemon in it, what you will notice, it doesn't matter. You can use this trick with every vegetable and without even being too citrusy. So you just do a little bit, just like a half a spoon. And I think this is like 1 tablespoon. And if you have it preferably fresh. Why fresh? Because if you do it fresh, then you will notice that the sweet potatoes will get very, very crispy from the outside and like soft from the inside. This is like one of the best tricks that I invented myself. With this, you could like never go wrong. What I will do, I have like here some sweet potatoes and I will use just some thyme. And you might say, why thyme? Because thyme and sweet potato is like the best. And just don't be afraid. I think with this kind of thing, you can put as much as you want. I will just use around 1 teaspoon of thyme, 1 teaspoon of, this is oregano. I heard that you like make your meals like with 100% or so healthier if you use some herbs. I don't really I'm not in the mood to like cut garlic for this because it will not give the same. So what I will do, I will just use some garlic salt. This is really going to be so nice. And then my secret ingredient is of course smoked paprika. Like this is the hot one, so please use sweet. And if you like spicy, use this one. I wish you could smell this. It already smells so good and it looks so pretty with this bowl. So for example, I will not use this lemon. So what I always do, I just pop it in my dishwasher. Then you get like an extra clean of odors and of course all the benefits of lemon. So, and then of course we need some olive oil. I always say don't be too greedy with the olive oil. 2 or 3 tablespoons of a good virgin olive oil. And let's get our hands in. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna massage everything with your hands. Wow. It's so good. And then we are just going to put just a little bit cinnamon, just a little bit, more than enough. And why? Because it brings out the sweetness of the sweet potato much more. And of course some black pepper. I never measure because I'm always like, okay, you can never go wrong, but like one half teaspoon. I think I used it a little bit too much, but I like when the tastes are really present. So what I will do now, put it in a small tray because I just want all the gooiness out. This is really, and if you are making more, for example, if you're thinking of making a bigger batch, please feel free to use a bigger batch, but this is going to be amazing. And then we will have a look at it in 30 minutes. So the quinoa that I opted for is like a, I'm just gonna show it to you. It's like a multi-grain color, and the reason why I did this is because often like only the white quinoa, because quinoa is quite tasteless. So what we are going to do is we are going to really bring out the nuttiness. And what you can do first is of course buy darker quinoa, but if you don't want that, the white one is also fine. I just bought like a combination of 3. Perhaps there are more. This like the white, the red and the black one. And this quinoa is so healthy because it's of course full of protein. It's no wheat, so it's also very digestible. And the nice thing about these 3 is they bring really the nuttiness out. And we are just going to like put a lot of taste in this because quinoa is indeed tasteless. But just cook the quinoa as mentioned in on the packaging. Don't put any salt in it because we just want the taste to be as bland as possible. So just gonna let it rest. For the sauce, you really need something like a blender because we're just gonna mix every good thing together. So what I have here are actually our other main characters. It's our delicious ginger. It doesn't matter if you, because I have the feeling that ginger you can like save it forever in the fridge. Probably not true. I am a big always food saver. So you can also like, if you have organic, you can keep the peel of the ginger and like make tea out of it, or put in water all night, and you get like the whole day ginger water. And I got like, I think it's like 30 or 20 grams of ginger. I think I just have like, it's a thumb size, a small thumb size, and then 4 or 5 garlics. This dish is really good because it's so garlicky, and it's actually the more garlic the better is my motto. But if you like, oh, I'm not a huge garlic fan, don't do it then. So I have this, just give them a quick bump, yes, and then this 3, and then I will do also an optional 2 teaspoons of lemon. It's like 10 milliliters, yes, it's 1. I will just, there are probably easier ways to do this, but I will not go for it. And then of course our star is the soy sauce. When you buy soy sauce, make sure you have one which is wheat free. If you want to keep the whole gluten free, then you can opt for a soy sauce without gluten, because a lot of times in the soy sauce you have like alcohol, gluten. It's, I don't understand. We are going to use 45 milliliters. The best part, of course, tahini. And it's actually very strange because I thought, what has tahini to do? But then I was like, oh, I can put this in it. But then I had it and I did not quite understand like the connection with tahini, because I find tahini really Middle Eastern, while soy sauce and sweet potatoes, mashed Japanese or South America also, like quinoa. But now thinking about it, of course, a lot of sesame, Japan uses a lot of sesame. That's why this combination goes so well. So this is 1. We are going to, I think this is 4 of tahini. Just do it like this. Have a taste. I love tahini so much. Don't waste anything. And then we are just going to put, 60 milliliters also of water. And the reason why we do that, if we are going to do this, then you will see that it will really change the whole consistency of it. Just buckle up and let's blend it. The combination of the edginess of the ginger, and also the sharpness of the garlic. And then the tahini and the soy, it's just going to be like a beautiful marriage. This is like one of the best marriages. And the consistency is going to be like that. So it's not fully like very, very liquidy. And the reason why not, because if we are going to like assemble it with the quinoa, you will see that it's going to be too wet. I'm just going to have another taste. It's really good. It's quite sharp. Then let's get assembling. So I have the quinoa, and as you can see, the quinoa is really fluffy. It's, of course, first look at the packaging, how you have to make it, because I find it's always, if you overcook it, it gets like very mushy. Leave it with the lid open and then cold place, and then just leave it to really like expand itself. I'm just going to assemble. The easiest way to wash this is just put some soap and water in it and then give it a spin. Tell me you're an amateur without telling me you're an amateur. I will go first. This video I didn't know, but my sound was probably not working. So hey, let's do a voiceover, and here I tell all about these delicious vegetables which are so good for you, because we are going to combine the carrots with sweet potatoes. And what we will do is just cook the sweet potatoes and then grate the carrots, the onion, chop the parsley, and then bind everything together with the chickpea flour. And the nice thing of the parsley is it's going to give such a fresh taste to the whole dish. And if you want to spice things up, you can add a chili pepper. Of course, that's optional. I really love that. And then we have, of course, the chickpea flour, and chickpea flour is actually very good because it's full of proteins, and you just need to sieve it. If you do that, then it gets the clumps you will get out. So that's it. So let's get cooking. So for cutting the sweet potatoes, one of the best advice is just to keep them vertically. Then you will cut them very easily. Don't be too precise about this. Just cut them. I tried to grate the carrots. That was with the grater that I had no success, so I just had to toss them in the blender. And if you are going to grate the carrots, it's okay, you just need to squeeze the excessive water out. And then we are going to again cut the onions. This is my Kurdish cutting skills, don't judge me. So you want also the onions be as thin as possible. So if you are going to again grate it, just make sure you squeeze it out. Yeah, we are like, when you're Kurdish, you just learn to do it on a very different way, cutting. And now with the delicious garlic, just give them a smash and then cut them also chop them very finely together with the onion. If you want everything to be very subtle, then grating is the best. But if you don't, then just cut everything by hand. Add everything, combine the garlic, the onion, and of course the carrots. And then the parsley, what we are going to do is I'm going to use around 50 grams of parsley. The reason why we are using parsley is that the onion and parsley go so well, and you will notice adding parsley to this, it's just to this fritters, it's going to make it so fresh and so delicious. Just toss everything in it. And then we are going to sieve our chickpea flour, which we are going to use it as a binder. I'm using 150 grams. The reason why I use chickpea flour and not regular flour is because I want to make it a whole meal. Because of this, we are adding more protein and making it more healthier. Add some salt, some pepper, some curry powder. So after cooking the sweet potatoes, they are done when you can easily poke a knife through it, throw all the water out, and then let it just cool off for a few minutes, and then add. And we're just gonna put everything together and then knead it. As you can see, and then just have a taste if it's good, if it's lacking some herbs or some salt and pepper, and then we are going to bake them. A bit oil, and then you can wet your hands, not even, and then you're just gonna make sure it gets, it's like 25 grams. Roll, and then smash. Roll, and then smash. Look how beautiful. Okay, they smell so delicious mainly because of the parsley. For the last part, we are going to make cucumber mayo sauce for it. What we basically is going to do, just in a we are just cutting the cucumbers for the blender, adding some mustard, some mayo, some olive oil, extra virgin, and then some salt. Use the small, and some lemon, and then use for this the small cucumbers, and then blend it, but not over blend it. And what I really love about it, usually sauces are like really sauces, but this one, like, it got a bite to it because of you should not over blend it. And I'm just gonna put it in this very cute teacup. Just put it, sample it like this. And I'm just gonna take everything. It is so fresh. It's so delicious. Love it. I love it. Both dishes, they are so delicious, and especially the sweet potato fritters with the cucumber sauce. It's amazing. To be very honest, if you don't have mayonnaise, you can also put some yogurt in it. Those dishes are so good. And if you don't eat it like today, just put it in the freezer or in your fridge, and you can enjoy it just 3 or 4 days. The sauce I would make like new, but the fritters you can enjoy like whole week. Or just put them in the freezer, enjoy it up to 6 months. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed both of my dishes, and I see you next time. Send you love and light.